I don't know, bro. I kind of like this board. This is the best skateboard that's ever existed, ever. Today, we're gonna be reviewing the Dan Corrigan Powell Flight Deck. I just set this board up. It's brand new, fresh grip tape, fresh board, fresh trucks. We got the Grind King lockers. We got the nano cubic wheels and brand new bearings and everything. I think what is most interesting of this board so far is, well, first things first. It is twin tail, twin nose. So the tail and the nose are exactly the same. So you skate it this way, it's exactly the same as this. And I think the graphic is really cool and does a really good representation of that. You have the skull dude up here with the white on top, skull dude up here with the black on top. And yeah, very cool looking graphic, very, very interesting shape. It is very wide. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is like a, I don't even know what you call it. It's almost flat on top, and it's like, it is rounded, but it's almost like a giant square. We're gonna compare that to my board, which is very different. Look at that. Look at the difference in the nose here and how wide that is. I always think that my nose is like fairly wide and it's a pretty big nose, but it is nothing. There is no comparison between this and that. That is very, very interesting. And also, the other thing that I noticed almost right off the bat is my board is quite a bit shorter. I don't know, at least probably 2 inches shorter. And I actually don't even know the width of this, and I didn't bring a tape measure, but I think this is probably an 825, and this is a 7.75. I know, it's crazy. You can roast me in the comments below. Yes, I skate a 775. Yes, I am old school. Yes, I am old. This is the actual board that I skate. This is real life. So now I'm gonna show you the difference between the tail and the tail, which on this one is twin shaped, so I don't even need to flip it around. Okay, so my tail's quite a bit more pointy. It is super small. And this thing, again, is just like massive beast of a skateboard. I'm gonna show you the differences in the length. See that? Look at that. I don't know, it has probably about 1.25 inches higher, which I find to be very interesting. I think what I'm gonna do is the best way for me to do this is probably a side-by-side comparison. So we're gonna start out with some flat ground tricks. I'm gonna start out with a good old kick flip. I'm gonna go my board first, which I am used to. And let's see, kick flip. Wow, that was terribly rocket. That was really gross. So now we're gonna go to the Dan Corrigan board. First try, fresh grip tape, nice and big. Oh, it was better. That was actually so much better, which is wild to me. How could I do a kickflip on that board better than on actually my skateboard? First try. Okay, that was a better one. Next, I guess I go to the ramp, but I don't even wanna put this, I wanna keep this graphic so pristine because it looks so nice. You know what I'm saying? Brand new board, but we have to test it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do up there to test it though. I'm not even good enough at transition to actually test it. Okay, man, just putting my foot on that tail, I actually feel more secure. Actually, that's probably the main thing I'm gonna get out of this. Whoa, I forgot how fast new bearings and wheels are. Okay, actually super interesting. Again, my board is 775, so it's skinny. My tail's pretty pointy, but I actually just put this tail on this board and I already feel like I'm dropping in on a toothpick. I really don't want to change my skateboard, but this is making me feel like I should change my skateboard. There we go, I'm used to my old bearings. Woo! Okay, that's enough transition for the day. One tiny little drop in. Yeah, super fascinating. These wheels are also really nice and fast. Man, I feel like the best way for me to compare these things is not even really on obstacles. It's probably just doing a bunch of flat ground tricks side by side and seeing the comparison between the two. But first, I'm just gonna cruise around a little bit on this board. I almost just bodied right there. Okay, okay. Okay, here's the ultimate test. You ready? If I can heel flip this first try, this is the best skateboard that's ever existed, ever. First try heel flip. If I credit card, it's the worst skateboard ever. Man, no warm up, first try with the power of Dan Corrigan. Give me a heel flip. Oh, primo. I just about got rocked. Let's see if we can get one. Dang, what the heck? I'm gonna land it, not primo. I'm gonna land it, and I'm never gonna heel flip again, ever. Yes, I'll take it, I'll take it. Okay, good, but I'm definitely never heel flipping it ever again. Wow, the no comply 180s. That's what I feel like this board is made for, no complies. Like get every no comply variation I know. It won't take long, because I don't know many. This board is interesting. I like that it's twin tail, twin nose. Okay, I almost have to, like whenever I skate, there's like a certain way that I'm always thinking about it. And I do think very often like, I'm on my nose, I'll do a 180. Then I'll be riding with my tail. And I need to like think with that. And this, it's like breaking that like thinking down a little bit because both the nose and the tail are exactly the same. So it doesn't even matter. I heard a story, and I don't know if it's true, that some of these like really top level professional skateboarders will take a board like this that's twin tail, twin nose, and they'll set their trucks up as close as they can to identical, and they will try, because sometimes they're trying these difficult tricks. They will literally take them thousands and thousands of attempts, if you can imagine that. But they will try like 3 tries with this one forward, flip it around, and then 3 tries with this one forward. Because what will happen with your trucks is your trucks are always gonna tend to lean more towards this way if you're always skating that one direction, because you're obviously heavier on your heel side. So then your trucks will start to bend, and you'll see sometimes, like if a board shoots out, it'll turn. And that's because of the weight that's been on the one side so long, that'll kind of pin the trucks in that direction. So to counteract that, they'll skate this one 2 or 3 tries, and then this one 2 or 3 tries. Very interesting. That way the trucks are always moving, right? I need some challenges. Got the kick flip, got the heel flip. I'm scared to tray flip this thing. I don't know why. I feel like on a 360 flip, I need like a skinny tail that's quite pointed to get a good scoop. And I know that's all in my head and I can just scoop this thing. But tray flip's gonna be another one that's putting me through the paces. Okay, I guess we just go for it. First try. I don't know why that was the scariest thing I've ever done in my whole life. Okay, let's go. Weird. Okay, I gotta try this side by side. All wood skateboard, 775. Look at how tiny that tail is. But I feel like I've just like isolated this thing down. I know the board. It just works, you know? Okay, so that is like tremendously easy. I could do that with my eyes closed. And then moving to this guy, I think it's like just in my head, the width of the tail. Oh, there we go. Got him. Okay, so I had a cognition. I realized on my board, it's also less length. So this rotation this way is different. Even though it's like whatever, 1.25 inches or whatever it was, I had to take my foot from there down a little bit, which helps give me more leverage this way, which has helped getting me this rotation. The tiny little adjustments, because the board is different, make a big deal. Big difference. Okay, let's try it again. I don't know, bro. I kind of like this board. I like it. Dan Corrigan for the win, bro. This thing is good. I think it's sick. It rides really nice, smooth, snappy, responsive. And this, okay, this is what really makes me wonder. I wonder if this is easier for beginners to learn on. The second I stood on top of that quarter pipe, I went, wow, I'm far more stable on this. I think because it's wider and it's longer than I am on my skateboard. But again, as you saw, the tray flip was much easier. But if I got used to this, and this is what I was skating every single day, I bet you I'd just get really used to this shape. And it's hard to say, but some tricks might be easier. I think it's interesting to have a look at the different equipment and see how is the equipment working for you to make your skateboarding easier for you. Skateboarding is already hard enough. If there's anything you can do to make it even the slightest little bit easier, I think you should do that. I need a final trick to try. I don't want to do this, but I think I need to do tray flip revert, my signature trick, just to see if I can. Okay, tray revert, first try. I would like to count that, but I can't. It's against my moral integrity. There we go, we'll take that. Okay, that was fun. This board is awesome. Dan Corrigan, you did an awesome job designing this, putting this together, testing this. I'm sure this went through many different iterations. I think you did a great job. Very well done. You're an amazing skater. Keep on pushing skateboarding and having fun while you're doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.